Welcome to Welwyn Hatfield Museum Service. My name's Emma and I'm the curator here, and today I'm going to show you some of the coins from our archaeology collection, which you can see on the table here. Now the first one I'm going to show you is here, and hopefully this looks vaguely familiar to some of you. You might be able to read around the outside Elizabeth II. So this is in fact a penny from the reign of our current queen, albeit a fair time ago in 1967. But that just gives us an idea of what coins are like today. And then we're going to travel back in time and look at some coins that were found at Dickett Mead Villa during the excavation there of what we now know as the Welwyn Roman bathhouse. So this coin here, I'm just astonished by this one. It's so clear and actually quite a detailed portrait in the middle. And this is a coin from the reign of George III, so at the end of the 18th century. So we're going back a few hundred years. But you might think, well, that's not Roman, Emma. What are you talking about? But as you carry out an excavation, you literally dig through the past. You don't jump straight to where you want to go or what you want to find. You have to go through all the layers to get there, because we've literally built on top of ourselves over the past hundreds and thousands of years. So this would have been nearer the top of the ground as the excavators dug their way down. But then some actual Roman coins. And the Romans were the first really to introduce uniform currency, so the same coins across the whole country and indeed the whole empire. So some Britons at the time, like the Iceni tribe, were using coins, but each tribe had a different coin, whereas with these, the same coins would have been used and recognised throughout the whole Roman Empire. And this is a coin from the reign of Claudius II. You can see it's quite clear outline of a face in the centre there, just as ours are today. They had the Roman emperors in the centre of their coins. And what isn't quite as clear, but there would have been writing around the edge with his name. And this is the Emperor Postumus. This is slightly earlier than the coin above, and you can see this one is silver. The Romans made coins in bronze, silver and gold. So this one is more silver. Turn it over again on the other side. So these coins were all found at the bathhouse, and really these are from the height of when the bathhouse would have been in use at about 250 AD. Now this one feels quite heavy when I pick it up. This is from Severus Alexander. You can see there's almost a crack through it, and some of these coins are not as well preserved as others, as you can see. Some we can see more detail, and in fact some over here that I've got, I think the untrained eye of you or me would be very hard pressed to know that some of these were coins when we discovered them in the soil. But Tony Rook and his fellow excavators from the Welwyn Archaeological Society did, and they can identify them, and that's how we've got them today. So this one of Severus Alexander is probably the biggest. If I bring the George III coin over, which is the biggest there, you can see it's not quite, but it's almost there. Certainly the largest of the Roman ones. And something you might notice on these coins, this one's from Constantine I, very clear coin here. You can see he's got his laurel wreath on, as many emperors wore, and you can see his name around the edge, as I was saying earlier. But what you won't see on these coins, either on this side or the other side when I turn it over, is any value of the coin. So whereas on ours we have the value, Romans didn't have the value on their coins. They just knew how much they were worth from the size, from the weight and from the material. If I zoom out, you can see these are all quite different sizes from the really small at the top. Just to give you an idea, it's my hand going in. I've got small hands, and so this is my thumb, and it's very small. So we go down to the final one here. It's possibly even smaller actually. This is from Constantine II. So that just shows you some of the coins in our collection, but we've got many, many more that were found at the site, and they let us know all sorts of things about the site really.